Hi, you're watching Citi Scape on Citi TV. My name is Apiorkor, and last week we began talking about feminism and what it means to be a feminist in Ghana, and what feminism means to you as a Ghanaian. We're in April now, so it's no longer Ghana Month or Women's Month, but it's never too late to celebrate Ghana and to celebrate women. I also want you to pay attention to my t-shirt. See, stop galamsey now. So much happening with galamsey in Ghana, and we need to put an end to it. You know what will happen? In the next 10 years, we'll be importing water to drink. That's how dire the situation is. Welcome to Citi Scape on Citi TV. Hi, Eméfa.
Hey, doll.
You're wearing one of my t-shirts.
I know. I love this, and it fits in perfectly with Nalam right here at the Asumo.
Because Nalam, of course, like we said last week. So, guys, last week we were at Nalam at the Achimota Mall. This week we're at the Osumo. Nalam is all over the country.
On Oxford Street, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
on the Oxford Street, that's right. And we did say that we chose Nalam to talk about things all Ghana, because Nalam is an authentic Ghanaian brand.
Bringing out the best
Exactly.
of Ghana right here in one store.
Precisely. So why not, talk about feminism in Ghana and galamsey and all the things that are happening in Ghana in a place that celebrates and projects Ghana in a positive light.
Yeah.
But Eméfa, last week we did talk quite a bit about feminism. Individually, you and I spoke about what it meant to us, and we asked people to tell us what it meant to them as Ghanaians, and we sort of tried to highlight some of the gray areas. We spoke a little bit in the beginning of our conversation last week about equal pay for men and women in Ghana. Now, Eméfa, you are a legal consultant and a legal analyst.
A legal analyst,
yes.
yeah.
And I'd like to find out from you what the law says about equal pay for men and women in Ghana.
Yeah, so last week, as you said, we spoke about what feminism means to us individually, and we talked about equal pay in the US. And, well, I was thinking about this, and I guess the law, as Ghana has ratified the Labour Act, I guess the 2003 Labour Act, under Act 651, I believe, it says equal pay for equal work, I'm paraphrasing, without any, discriminating, basically. So it doesn't say anything about paying men and women differently. Basically, if you're doing the same jobs as a man or a woman, you're supposed to get the same amount of pay. But as we spoke about last week, people in the informal sector tend to get into a bit of trouble because you have to bargain for how much you earn, don't you? So I don't know, I guess it depends on the sector that you work in, whether informal or formal, and whether or not your employer actually abides by the law.
That's right. I was saying as well that even in the formal sector, I've encountered situations where there are women who might on paper be more qualified than men they're working with, but they're doing the same job, same space, sometimes even the same distance, because the company might be providing the accommodation, for example, in a gated community for their workers. But the women doing these same jobs as these men are earning a little less. I've had people complain about that. It's not widespread, though. I don't think we have as dire a situation in that regard as you say, is going on in the US. It might be, though, because our statistics on it are also very sketchy at the moment.
People outside of Ghana tend to pipe up a bit more. Like you were saying last week, that women here tend to be a bit more demure, tend to sort of take what they're given. So maybe that's why our statistics reflect what they do.
That's right, and I think women in our space, generally, it's more difficult for us to negotiate our pay. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we feel if we're too assertive about what we want, and when it comes to money especially, we'll be seen a certain way.
As a feminist,
exactly.
Has a negative connotation.
Precisely so. There's that too. And I think we did mention last week as well that women tend to take lower pays because, you're married or you still live with your parents. So you don't have as many financial obligations, the assumption is, as a man would. But if you're a woman whose parents are, say, living in Takoradi or Cape Coast or in the north, and you find yourself working in Accra, you did your national service here, you've continued to work here, you still have to take care of your accommodation. People back home are still expecting you to send them freebies every now and then.
You still have to go visit as well. You do need the extra income. It's not even extra income, it's what you deserve, you know.
So I think maybe going forward, we could campaign for that as we're campaigning to stop calamity.
Get into
and maybe
a bit
do
more
some
trouble,
research
why
into
not?
it. Yes. But another thing I want us to speak about as we're talking about feminism is fashion and dressing when it comes to women in Ghana. I don't even want to get into the conversation that was sparked when our gender minister spoke to some girls.
Let's not do that.
I don't want to get into that. But there always seems to be this, I mean, fair enough, you do hear people talking about boys shouldn't sag, you know, your belt should match your shoes, dress a certain way when you work in corporate, don't keep a beard if you work in the bank. You hear those things,
I have not heard that
Yeah,
one.
there are those, I've had friends who have been
lover.
asked to shave their beards because
What?
they don't look professional enough for the corporate
Beards
space.
are very professional.
Yeah.
They are very beautiful creations,
They are.
and
They
they
are.
should be kept.
They are.
In all places.
They are. But I mean, it's just like how until very recently, and I know people are still facing this prejudice, until very recently, women who had natural hair like mine were asked to cover it, do a weave, braid it. It's not tidy.
Herb smokers and all.
It's not corporate, you know. But I feel like there's always this constant conversation about what women wear and what they shouldn't wear and how they should look, and if you're a married woman, how you should dress, how a woman in her 20s should dress as opposed to a woman in her 40s should dress. There's always this conversation going on, you know, so much so that you have a lot of women, for example, in the science space, women in medicine, women in engineering, they feel they have to dress a certain way to get respect from their male counterparts.
A bit more masculine.
Yes, because they're male-dominated spaces, you know. Or if you're a married woman, oh, you don't dress a certain way, you don't show this, you don't show that. What's your take on that?
Honestly, you know, I don't follow rules anyway. I'm sorry. I set my own rules. I'm a rebel. I don't care. I always ask, who writes these rules? Rules according to who? Show me a book, yeah? Show me, you know, where you get your rules from, and I will give you the respect of an audience. I will listen to you, but I don't follow rules set by anyone else. If I dress a certain way and I feel uncomfortable, I will change. If I'm comfortable, then I'll wear it. If I'm not wearing a bra, I'm, you know, whatever, wearing a see-through top, wearing shorts that stop right under my bum, that's my prerogative. It doesn't affect you. Your eyes don't burn when you look at it. If you don't like what you see, look the other way. So especially when people say, and I've seen this so many times in the legal sector, where someone comes to us and they say, I've been raped, or someone groped me inappropriately. First question is, what were you wearing? Or why were you there? No, that's not the question that should be asked. Why on earth are you groping someone without their consent inappropriately in an office space? Why on earth do you think it's your place to take someone's body in that way? Those are the questions we should be asking, not, you know, what were you wearing? What's your take on it?
Second Image International admissions in progress. Courses available include hairdressing, beauty therapy and fashion. Call us on 0243 331 999. Evening and weekend classes are also available.
I side with you heavily on this. Now, I love shorts. Would I wear shorts, booty shorts, and walk around all day, every day? Personally, maybe not, because I have thunder thighs, and I just don't feel comfortable. I used to. Now, you know, with a little age and a little weight. But if I'm going to the beach, I would. If we're really hot, and sometimes I do this, on a Saturday you have to step out, you're cooking, you know, you're hot in the kitchen, you're going to step out into the hot sun. It takes a while for the AC to heat up, or maybe even have to walk down the street. I'll wear my shorts and go buy what I need to buy at the corner store. And it shouldn't be anybody's business. You know, if I want to wear a fitted top and I'm busty, you know, it takes a lot to find clothes that you feel comfortable and confident in
Yeah.
when you have a certain body type. And then you go out and somebody has something to say about what you're wearing, you know. And I'm happy that, once again, we're having this conversation in a place like Nalam. Nalam has a wide range of stuff. There's short dresses, there are long dresses, there are kaftans, there's shirts.
And they fit the African body. They understand the bust.
And that is the thing. That is the thing. We don't have, people like, or companies like Nalam are doing well, but we don't have, by far, we don't have enough companies, clothing companies, that are producing clothing that suit the female African form, okay, the Ghanaian woman's form. We don't. So we're forced to buy things from foreign retailers or people who already have an idea of how women should dress, and we're putting those things on our bodies.
Without making the necessary alterations.
Exactly. Exactly. So you're buying a pair of jeans, no matter what I do, whether I wear a belt, whether my jeans are a little loose, there's always a gap at the back. So I'm constantly having to pull my jeans up. So unless I get a local tailor or a local dressmaker to have my trousers made for me, then I am stuck with that problem. And you don't always have the time. Look at the way our schedules are. You don't always have the time to walk into a dressmaker or a tailor shop and say, hey, you know what, please take my measurements, just small me, and then sew me a pair of trousers. You don't always have the chance to do that. You don't.
And you shouldn't have to attract the wrong type of attention for that as well. I mean, you never know. It could just be a sizing issue. It could be that the person doesn't have enough money or whatever. You might think that their clothing is inappropriate, but it still doesn't give you the right to go up to them, comment about it, or go up to them and slap them on the bum because you think that looks nice.
Exactly. Or someone says, oh, you're fat, you shouldn't be wearing this.
Oh my God, that
it's
greeting.
none of your business.
They're like, oh, hello, I haven't seen you know, oh, you're putting on weight. What's your business? Do you find me food?
You know, you have all these things, you know, and then, of course, what people perceive fashion to be. Fashion, so there's the other side of the spectrum. Fashion is not what, I mean, we have trends every now and then because one designer or another has sewn something or come out with this amazing design and everybody loves it, everybody wants to wear, everybody wants to support it. But fashion is not about trends. It's about, you know, what you're comfortable with, how you express yourself. When we talk about the way people dress, it's a way of expressing yourself and who you are. And when you start telling people how they should dress, believe it or not, it actually goes a long way in affecting how confident or they are, what the lack of confidence that they have, you know. Okay, you're still watching Citi Scape on Citi TV. Very heated conversation. We're doing our second part of our conversation about feminism and what feminism means to you, to us as Ghanaians. And we've spoken a little bit about equal pay between men and women in Ghana. Eméfa took us through the legal nuances somewhat.